everybody. Here, Coach Ueli, wheelchair racing coach from Canada. We're just going to look at wheelchair racing right now, kind of going over the basics first, and want to explain you some of the things. We have our athlete here today is Ben Brown, bronze medalist at nationals, also finalist at the games, and junior development team member with Team Canada. Okay, so this is the racing chair. Ben has an Eagle racing chair made in the States. They're pretty standard in terms of the size of the chair. We get 700cc wheels in the back, and then 27 in the front. So pretty standard in terms of that. As you can see, there's a steering tree. This here, the top one, would be to steer on the road. Okay, so steers both ways. Has a little brake on top, not necessarily for quick stops, but more to slow you down as you do a race. On the bottom here, you see the compensator. This thing we will be using on the track. So as you can see, it has two settings. One setting makes the chair go straight. The other setting makes the chair go on an angle. Depending on what lane you're in, you have to set the angle different. So if you're in lane 1, you got to set the curve more steep than in lane 8, for example, where you need a wider radius. So this is one of the basic things when it comes to steering. Usually when I have a new athlete, it takes them almost a year to just get the hang of it, what it takes in terms to adjust those angles. As we're looking at the hand rims, Ben will be pushing on the hand rims. These are customized made hand rims. When you get them from Eagle, for example, you get a tire rubber on there. This is another rubber that we chose to do with Michelin tire. You will see that Ben has these gloves, racing gloves right here. We are choosing to go with soft gloves. There's also another thing called hard gloves. I would recommend for anybody who starts out to start out with the soft gloves, just because it's easier for you to do a good, nice push and have a smoother transition. Then you just want to put on the gloves and demonstrate how you would hit the rim. Technique in wheelchair racing, we're looking at a clock kind of a position. So imagine this rim here is a clock. So Ben would start at a starting position up at almost 12 o'clock to get his push going, and then go down to, go down to about 3 or 4 o'clock, 5, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and release. Okay, so that's how it kind of looks like. As he gets faster, he'll start moving down to 3 to 7 o'clock in that range. That's where we get the most power and push backwards. That's one of the important things, is that we get a full push right through the rims. We do also have a strap here. All of these chairs are customized, so the better the fit, the better the energy transfer will be. Ben has put a snowboard binder here in the back just to make it a little tighter, to keep it nice and snug, so the energy transfer is the best. Okay, we also have to have a helmet on. It's the rule on the international circuit. Some athletes don't really like it that much, but it's the rule now. They instated that since 2013. So Ben chooses to go with a skate helmet. He finds that the most comfortable.
If you want to mention about the leg strap here, because that's...
Yeah. Another thing that we did for Ben was actually, if you look at it from the front, that once again gives some more rigidity to stay in the chair and keep him as snug as possible. The more snug we can keep somebody in the chair, the better they run. You can kind of compare it a little bit with a running shoe. You want to have a nice, good fitted running shoe. If your shoe is too big or too small, you won't be running. Okay, so for warm-up, again, it's a lot of the action is happening through the wrist, elbows, and shoulders. So we want to make sure you're nicely warmed up. before you get going with the racing chair. We do rotation to the left and to right. 10 to 15 rotations usually is enough just to get the fluids going in your joints. Same thing with the elbow. Get some elbow rotation in to the left and to the right. Just do 10 of them. As you can see, Ben is a T53, so for him it's not easy to stay up like that. So sometimes we actually do the warm-up in the day chair before he actually goes into the racing chair. He will have a bit more stability in the day chair. And that's a shoulder mobilization right here. Very similar to swimming actually, as you can see. Some swimmers will do that in their warm-up. We want to have good and nice shoulder flexibility. Okay. So I just stretch you out.
Yeah. Good shoulder circle.
Yeah.
Arm circles are kind of difficult nowadays.
So another thing that I do with the racers, because they really tend to get really tight through their pecs, we even stretch them out a little bit before a workout. So I always give them a good stretch, putting my hand on their shoulder blades and pushing up through their arms. It also gives me a bit of an idea what state the athlete is in today. Are they feeling a bit more tense? Are they more relaxed? Usually you can tell in training camps and hard sessions it gets more tenders. Another stretching exercise that we usually do before the workouts is the shake up. So I would hold their hands in front and just shake it out for about 10 seconds. This gives them a nice lat activation and relaxes their lats. I put my knee in front of the chair so that I can pull on his arm. Otherwise the chair would roll away. Okay, so today we're actually right now in a recovery week, so we're having not too hard of a workout today. Ben is going to do 6 by 200 meters at approximately 95% of maximal effort. So it's not necessarily about speed or time today, it's more about a nice technique, good flow, and working on the curves. We will be talking about curves in that later on. But we're going to have, the focus today is technique and flow. And what I mean with flow is having a nice, good rhythm, okay?
You're getting a good fast start.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was thinking about this morning.
Good start, yeah. So getting up to a good speed, not top speed, but then maintaining what, 26, 20.
I would like to get over 97.
Okay. Just stay at 95%. Don't push it too hard. I want you to be nice and relaxed. Okay, it's not about world records today. It's about
It never is about world records.